that little party I went to, Diddy party. We went to the little private area behind the cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a backyard with his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then
for a moment, did Chrisean truly agree to be among Diddy's preferred picks at Young Miami during his wild sessions? When Carlissa disclosed how Young Miami enlisted Chrisean to be Diddy's freak-off woman, the internet went bonkers. Chow, just when we thought there couldn't possibly be any more absurd ways to make this Diddy problem worse. Given that this entire recruitment network extends far beyond Young Miami, it's even more bizarre. Diddy reportedly struck a deal with Baddies producer Lamel Plummer to obtain some of the show's female cast members. Diddy is also going for a few people. One of them is Chrisean. This startling revelation was disclosed by Carlissa, but further investigation yielded even more proof. At the time, nobody appeared to take Chrisean seriously since they assumed she was simply seeking attention, despite the fact that she appears quite upset as she describes the entire episode on film. However, based on the information that is now available, it appears that Diddy has also seriously harmed Chrisean. As most of you are unaware, Diddy is now dealing with a lot of issues. When the FBI invaded his home, he may end up in jail. The federal authorities claim that many lawsuits filed by his purported victims, the most recent of which was filed by producer Lil Rod, and other accusations of human trafficking prompted them to decide to raid his residence. People went back and read the transcripts after this raid since it made Lil Rod's case more well-known. That's when they found out how much Young Miami was involved in Diddy's dubious operation. She assisted Diddy with drug transportation as well, despite the fact that the whole case transcript was just recently made available to the public. She assisted him in writing an essay for Lil Rod, as we already know. Now, in case you missed it, Lil Rod had claimed that Miami had told one of her relatives to him when he was intoxicated and could barely defend himself. Miami was inside the toilet when his cousin barged in and started talking and groping him without asking permission, according to court records. Jones said he tried to push Miami's cousin away, but she followed him out of the bathroom. She is said to have undressed and tried to straddle Jones while they were there in order to have sex in front of Diddy and other witnesses. He also said that Diddy paid Miami each month to provide him with ladies for his events. He continued by saying that Young Miami was one of the people Diddy paid a monthly fee to be his former workers. He proceeded to provide further pictures from that evening, which displayed the joy Miami, her cousin, and Diddy were experiencing. The issue was further worsened by the recent reports that Diddy would often airlift pink coke to him from Miami. That amended version of Lil Rod's complaint made this clear. Accountant Robin Greenhill would handle any monetary prizes, money transfers, or wire transfers to former employees. In addition, Mo Bon, KK Brendan Paul, and Frankie Santella would be in charge of making sure that former workers got their money's worth. Robin Greenhill paid Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy a monthly stipend and cash by wire transfer for serving as Mr. Cohn's former employees. Documentation of the defendants' continued illegal activity was included in the wire payment. As the murmurs began to circulate, Carlissa made the decision to speak up. Diddy asserted on Instagram Live during her freak-offs that Young Miami had made an attempt to hire Chrisean as an escort. She claimed that there was a time when Miami became very close to Chrisean and began taking her out on dates on a regular basis, but it was never quite clear why. However, since Diddy's whole biography is now available to the public, she is networking and thinks Miami signed Chrisean because Diddy instructed them to.
They was trying to recruit Chrisean. That's what Diddy and what the girl Chrisean was trying to recruit Rock. Remember that when they was heavily trying to get Rock to hang out with them? I think they was trying to recruit her. She got a lot going on. We're going to talk about it on this podcast. And we're going to get to the nitty gritty of all the gritty of the nitty. Because it's necessary. I think them was trying to recruit her. Because remember they just had her pulling up to everything.
Something about, do you love her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember? See what I'm saying? We don't, this podcast going to be, because y'all know the mama know everything and everybody business. So we going to find out on this podcast. We ain't going to talk no about nobody. We ain't gonna mock nobody, but we definitely gonna explore the possibilities that was going on. Because they kept calling her, remember, pull up to the birthday party. Come over here and dance on Chrisean. Remember that? I feel like they was trying to recruit that baby. That makes, see what I'm saying? That's why I gotta have a podcast, because I gotta get on the table. Can't nobody get it on the table but my nosy, okay? Tasha K ain't, she over there making up. I know we gonna get to the bottom of on this podcast. Tell me if I'm lying. Go on over there and tell me if I'm lying. I'm telling you, they was trying to recruit that baby. They said, let's get her away from him. Mm-hmm. That's what they was doing. We gonna put a couple pounds of that on her and have her fly. They ain't gonna never suspect her.
Damn, that would make so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he grabbed him and he said, what did he say? He said, do you love her, or she needs love? All she needs is love.
All she needs is love.
Ooh.
Now, how about that? We're going to explore all the possibilities.
Because Carlissa had stated she would be looking into the matter for her program, many first thought she was merely attempting to utilize her position to get attention and influence from the whole situation. However, someone soon discovered the invoices proving Miami was actively searching for Chrisean. A video of Chrisean continuously bending down to kiss her face at one of Diddy's parties went viral. Though it was evident that Chrisean was uncomfortable and bewildered, she tried to gently get away from him, but he was holding her tightly. She can be seen pushing Chrisean back in the same video, and they can be seen dancing sensually together. As if all of this wasn't bizarre enough, Chrisean also related a video from January in which Diddy beat up Lamel Plummer, producer of the Baddies. She said that Diddy had asked her and Lamel to come to his hidden chamber, which was tucked away behind his own residence. Since this is a location where many covert activities take place, LAM and phones were prohibited. Chrisean and Lamel entered, and that's when Diddy allegedly became hostile and grabbed Lamel by the collar. Lamel gave Chrisean less money than he deserved for being on Baddies, and Diddy seemed furious about it. I was quite perplexed when I initially heard this, since I didn't understand how Lamel's underpayment of her could be related to Diddy in any way. But remember that Diddy was genuinely attempting to turn Chrisean into one of his little asses. Many believe Diddy was only joking around to let Chrisean know she was in good hands. Though Lamel did start paying her more, Chrisean did note that following that day, she and Lamel started to have issues.
So I set a price. I said 200,000. You said 100. I said 150. I'm not going underneath that, cause what? I'm about to bring a lot to the table. That little party I went to, Diddy party. We went to the little private area behind the cause he had a house behind his house. Like he had a house, a backyard with his backyard with a fat bed, and then it had like a miniature little whatever. And then me and Lemmy go upstairs. They tell him that he can't bring his security. He went in like a little, no security, so it's just me and Lemmy. We go up in there. Hold on. We go up in there. We go upstairs. He like, what's up, Diddy? You know, you met Chrisean. You gave her kisses on the cheek. Early on in the party or whatever. We just wanted to follow up. I'm glad that you Sean, and then he grabbed Lemmy by his neck. It was like, but do you with her? Like, don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her. Don't play with her.
You can see that Diddy and Miami tried their hardest to sign Chrisean, but were unsuccessful. Put differently, Chrisean is not as innocent as they initially believed. As if all of this wasn't terrifying enough, rumors had it that Diddy was after Chrisean because Lamel had been charging a range of people from wealthy men like Diddy to naughty girls for her services. Although these rumors have already been debated, it is plausible that there is some truth to them in light of Chrisean's current situation. There is a rumor that some of these females are taken to Africa to meet some of these politicians in strange ways. As usual, everyone is currently discussing this in their own unique ways. That's what I've been saying, a person remarked. Lemmy and Diddy used to collaborate closely. Lemmy smuggled and traded using Baddies cast. In addition, a few months earlier, Nick Cannon took up Diddy's position at Zeus Network after the latter withdrew. As so, Lemmy will not be imprisoned. After reading up on all this, Diddy B, someone said, now that I've seen him complimenting Chrisean and all in her ear at that event, I knew it was a reason my stomach turned. But now, I would want to hear your opinions. What are your thoughts on Chrisean almost signing with Young Miami? Furthermore, what is the likelihood that Chrisean will provide the truth about what actually transpired? Why Elbin knew what to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.